See, what would you do if a customer verbally insulted you in front of co-workers? What would you change about the design of baseball hat? Why were you fired from your previous job? How successful do you think you have been so far? These are the 12 stress interview questions asked by the employer. See, for the stress interviews quite commonly happen in call centers and customer services. Say, for example, I was working as a customer care manager in a reputed telecom company. I doesn't want to mention the name of the company. I was in charge for all the showrooms. There were about 8 direct showrooms for that particular company in Chennai. I was the manager for the 8 showrooms. So in one showroom, it was in Adaya, but I was in that particular showroom on that particular day. One customer came with 20 telephones, landlines, and he broke all the telephones in the midst of the street, and he blocked the entire traffic. Think that it was in Kasturibai Nagar. You think that how much the traffic will be there at that particular time around 10 o'clock in the morning. The entire road was blocked, and the customer was start shouting like anything. The police, everyone was from that side. So I was also standing outside the showroom. I spoke to that customer and asked him to come inside the showroom, but this customer was not at all convinced. He says that no, I will not come inside the showroom because this customer was running a telecalling business, and his line was disconnected for not making the payment for 5 connections. See, there was a process or policy of that particular company that if the customer is having 20 connections, if he's not paid for 5 connections, his all 20 connections will be disconnected. So based on the procedure or the process of the company, his 20 connections was disconnected. What this customer has done now, he has broken all the landlines, and he was simply shouting like anything. So police has arrived, and police also started convincing the customer, but customer said, "No, I will not get convinced. My business has been affected because of a disconnection. I want my connections to be restored immediately. I want justice." And the police immediately called me and says that, "See, this is happening outside the road, so you go inside. I will send the customer inside. You don't go." I said, "Okay, sir." I entered inside the showroom. Within few minutes, that customer entered inside the showroom because the policeman strictly says that you are creating a public nuisance. You will be arrested, or we will take a legal action, or even we will do a lathi charge if possible, if required. I'll give you 5 minutes of time. You have to clear everything and get inside the showroom. So that irate customer entered inside the showroom, and he started shouting at me, and he used all the unparliamentary words. See, at that time I was helpless because I don't know what to do, because customer was at one point, customer is absolutely right, because he paid for 15 connections. He has not paid for 5 connections. The company, if the company wants to discount, the company should discount only the 5 connections where he has not made the payment. But the company has disconnected the 20 connections. So the customer was obviously customer will get irate. So customer was shouting like anything, and immediately I spoke to my manager, I spoke to the billing agency, I spoke to all the managers, and I was running from pillar to post. Within 1 hour, the connections are restored. You will not believe me. Once the connections are restored, and we pass the waiver for the 5 connections as well. So all the 20 connections have got restored. Within 1 hour, everything has gone, everything has happened, and the customer was very happy and he gave me a gift. Why I am saying this example? See, stress, that is the stress. See, that is the hypothetical situation you have to handle. Because the customer was using all unparliamentary, it doesn't mean that we have to you repeat the same unparliamentary words to the customer because customer is not shouting at an individual. He is thinking that the guy who is sitting inside the showroom is a representative of that particular company. So he is shouting at the company. And I am representing the company, so I should not take personally that he is shouting at me. He is using all unparliamentary words. He is calling only my company. That way, I helped the customer and I sorted out the customer's issue. And after 1 hour, he was very happy. He went to his office and he sent a mail to the higher officials and CEO as well. He's the guy who was handled me very well. I was very irritated at the time. I was about to cancel all my 100 connections, but this guy has handled me very well. Because of this guy, I have retained these connections. This is the success of the stress interview. If you go through the stress interview, you will handle these kind of situations. That is the reason why stress interview is very much important in service sectors, especially in service sectors. Finally, exit interview. You might have thought that interview is happen only for selecting the employee or selecting the job seeker. It is not so. The exit interview is one of the interview happening in all the companies. If the employee wants to quit the job, if the employee wants to exit the company, then the HR manager's role is to convince the employee. If not, otherwise he has to get the information from the employee why he is resigning, what is the actual reason for resigning the job. There might be a number of reasons, but the important reasons, most probably the reasons for employee to be resigned from the current job is salary. One is salary, second one is promotion, third one is R&R. What is R&R? R&R is nothing but rewards and recognition. See, first one is salary. Might be he might be getting some low salary in this particular company. He might be getting more salary in other companies. So he is retaining the job. So on that part, HR will take a note of the employee who is receiving because of salary, and he will report to the manager. He will report to the top management that our company is not providing sufficient salary, or we are not giving financial support to the employees. That is the reason why the employees are resigning the job. Second thing is promotion. After 3 years or after 5 years, the employee might be expecting some sort of promotion, some sort of lift from the present position. If that is not happened, definitely you will search for another job. So these things will be noted by the HR and it will also be informed to the top level management. Third one is rewards and recognition, R&R. See, if suppose if the employee is doing good, if the employee is doing very well, and if the employee is absolutely performing good, but he is not getting any recognition or reward from the company, it will demotivate the employee. So what you do, he will try for another job. So these are three things will be interviewed by the HR at the time of exit, and he will try to restore the problem. He try to restore the issue, and he will try to retain the employee because why should an employee be retained by the HR? See, employing a person, it doesn't mean that that's only job done by the HR. Once the candidate is employed, he has to undergo a lot of training. First 1 month training or 2 months training. After training, he will be undergo some probation period. So lot of investment will be done by the company to recruit one manpower. So simply they doesn't want to waste the manpower by small issues. So what the HR will do, no? If suppose the employee is resigning for silly reasons, he will rectify the issues and he will try to retain the job because it is one of the responsibility of the HR manager to retain the existing employee. Otherwise, attrition rate will be more. Attrition rate is nothing but the resigning the job from the current position. Because there might, if suppose if the company is running with 100 employees, suddenly 30 employees is resigning the job, which then productivity will come down. So HR's role is to maintain the availability of an employee at all stages. That is what the exit interview is all about. So an exit interview is a wrap-up meeting between management representatives and someone who is leaving an organization either voluntarily or involuntarily. Exit interviews are common in business, education, and government environments. The purpose of the interview is to gather useful feedback that can help guide further future practices and improve recruiting and retention. So retaining the existing employee is the main motto of exit interview. So the purpose of conclusion. So the purpose of the interview is to predict the candidate's potential behavior in a particular work situation. So the only way to do this with any precision is to obtain a sufficient sample of his behavior to serve as a basis for predicting what he will do in the future. So the selection interview is one of the crucial and the important phase in HR management, because in this particular stage the employee will be selected. See, if for any clarifications, guys, please contact me. And I have mentioned my mobile number. It's 9940022266, and my mail ID is also mentioned here. Sendilvalan at dgvaishnavcollege.edu.in. So thank you. We will meet again with another interesting topic. Thank you.